Get in, nerds. We are playing Burden of Command. So, I think first thing we're going to do is use our tanks. Because I need to... number one, I got to put some suppression on this unit so that I can effectively engage these units. And number two, I got to get this Sherman out of the way so that I can bring this squad up to actually do an assault. So, first things first, we'll shoot here. They won the initiative. That's not a shocker.
We'll have to really work it over.
Okay. Didn't do the amount of suppression I wanted to. This other tank got them very low in... so this leader is down to 1 order, so we're going to shoot again immediately. To use his... Oh, he didn't use his order. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Because that means that MG is likely to rally. Alright, well, I've got... Mine tank. Well, I mean, that tank wasn't... There was nowhere that tank could go other than there. A tank rumbles forward through the ruin. An explosive flash exposes the undercarriage for a brief moment before a boom roils through the debris-strewn streets. The tank fuel ignites and turns into a burning torch. The screams of the tankers pierce your ears. Alright, so that's a tank wrecked. Now, if I take command of this unit, what are my chances? Maybe the answer is I grab this squad first? There's a lot of situations. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rally this squad with Captain Murphy. Because
Captain needs everyone now.
that was never not going to be his plan. The tanks are currently leading. The tank is currently leading, I should say. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and pass it back to the enemy and see what they do. All right, I knew that was going to happen. That's all right though. So next, I think we're grabbing Rao. Now I could pour it on to shoot at that unit, but that would be absolutely terrible. So instead, I think we're just going to rally the 2 units we're standing on here. We'll move him here. We'll rally this unit.
You are Cottonbalers.
And then last thing, we'll grab this unit, move here, and we'll pray that we don't get shot. This is so greedy. Let's do it! Dang it. Oh no. Oh no. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Yes! Oh! And we are across the street in a bad position, but we've knocked out an enemy unit. And we've been shot again in the flank. But that's alright. Because if I take command of this unit... No, that's crazy. There's no utility to that. That's nutty. I'm not gonna win that. So I've had a success up there. I'm gonna continue to capitalize on it and move forward without becoming a huge risk friend. I can't take command of this squad. Alright, so we'll pass it back to the enemy, and we'll see what they do. Okay, I heard a rally over there. But none of the units that I'm facing have been rallied. So that's good. Next thing we're going to do... This unit's got to take out one or both of these units. I think this one. Oh no! Wow. This is really close in action, friends. If I shoot here, I'm going to lose the opportunity to do the assault I want to do.
Don't give him an inch.
Could try going across here, but the risk is enormous.
Don't give him an inch.
On the other hand, shooting here would prove extremely effective. Let's do it.
On your left. On your left.
All right, what does that put them at morale-wise? Okay, we're good.
Reloading. Keep it up.
I'm going to try bolstering this squad and running across to make an assault happen. Please. Please, God, let this work.
Gentlemen, advance.
Yes!
Keep moving.
Oh, beautiful. All right, well,
Don't give him an inch.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Come on.
Excellent.
Are up here. Reloading.
And then can they go 3 for 3? No, they cannot. All right. A shame, but we did our best. So let's see how a flamethrower makes. Let's see what kind of work a flamethrower makes of an enemy squad. Let me see. No cover here. I want to be moving through cover. Now, can I? Yeah, that's what we want. Get toasted, idiot.
Get those bastards.
Beautiful. Excellent. Whew. All right, and then we'll grab... I'm going to take command of Dearborn's other squad to get him out away from this objective and up into the action. That was an extremely successful turn. I'm feeling much, much more confident at this stage. Dearborn, you crazy MFer, you did it. All right, now it's Thompson's turn. So now I'm feeling a lot more confident in my ability to run forward and at least do some damage here. This is bananas. I've genuinely never assaulted an enemy unit in green morale before, I don't think. I'm feeling stupid confident. So I'm going to try it. This might be a giant mistake. I might be about to make a giant mistake. But we're going to do it. Get him! Yes! Oh! Whoo! Hell yeah! Alright, now now the question is, do I risk crossing open ground? I think the answer is yes. And there we go. Beautiful. All right. Whew. 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 Oh, that was dicey. That was extremely dicey. The dice were rolled and rolled again. I'm going to pass it back to the remaining tank to pound on this MG to keep that officer from doing frickin' anything he wants to do. No more doing stuff. Stop doing things. Ooh! Excellent. That is the enemy guy out of action. How about an assault? No. No. Let's not be ridiculous here. I don't need to do that. All right. That's our tank. Let's see what we can do with Stern. We'll move our MG forward a little bit. We can actually get into this house. I'm going to go for it. Okay. We got good MG coverage of this area, so I'm feeling pretty happy with that result. What I would really want is to be able to shoot at the MG from over here, or at the village adjacent to the church by getting my MG over here. So I think Lieutenant Stern will continue forward. Let me see. Can't rest because we already moved. So, where do I want Captain Murphy? I think getting Captain Murphy a little bit forward here would be quite useful. So we'll put him up here with this MG. Again, not gonna get too creative here. We're in a city fight. It's not a safe situation, so we'll keep doing what we're doing. Press relentlessly forward towards our objective. And then next turn, we'll see what we can make happen. So how do we want to start? I think I want to start with Lieutenant Rao. Do I have the ability to assault directly here? I don't, but I think if I bolster, I will. Yeah. So let's do it. Sit down.
Come on.
Follow me.
Excellent. And now, I believe, we are flanking this enemy unit. If I get to here... It's only projecting... Oh, it's a Panzerschreck, though. I don't think they'll be able to do much if I assault directly, but on the other hand, I can do that with Thompson's units next turn. I'm going to order just the squad to shoot. Well, they won the initiative. That's a shame. So then, Rao, by yourself, I'm going to move you here to rally this unit. And then I'll have a chance to move this squad forward. I could go now. I take command. This tank is not cover. So that was a mistake, but that's okay. I might be able to move them next turn, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's Rao. We'll see what the enemy does. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's this unit. Yeah, that's that unit. Alright, alright. We're okay. We're okay, we understand. So, let's bring Thompson and the squad he's currently in forward. It looks like they're... Okay, no, it wasn't that unit. Alright, we'll need to be careful here. And by be careful, what I mean is go in... go in guns blazing. Uh-oh! Don't shoot me, bro! Don't shoot me, bro!
Evans, I'm counting
lead the
on
charge.
That was extremely funny. I told Evans to go twice and he went. Your men gather near the church. Suddenly, the German fire slackens. In the pre-dawn light, a flutter of white catches your eye as a white sheet spills from a window. Another follows. The veterans among your men suddenly tense. They've been here before. Sergeants motion for their men to stay down as they ready grenades. Then they send a runner to your command post. Silence rings in the air, though you can hear 2nd Battalion continuing the struggle on either flank. The battered doors to the church open and 2 Italian civilians step out, their clothes dark enough to resemble priestly Cossacks. Cassocks, not Cossacks. That's someone else. Not Cossacks, priests. Cassocks. Their clothes dark enough to resemble priestly cassocks. One of them is instantly familiar. De Bono, that bastard colonel from Mussolini's fascist guard. The one who murdered Wilson at Palma di Montechiaro. It's a trick, Sergeant Grant hisses at you. It's the same damn trick. Kill them, try to capture them. I would hope that try to capture them is something more creative this time. I didn't come here. We didn't take revenge last time. And I didn't come here to become the monster that I'm fighting. We're going to try to capture them. Grant passes the order, but one of your veterans opens fire. De Bono flees into the house, one step ahead of a hail of bullets. First squad advances on the structure, hurling grenades through windows as they go. Smoke and fire pours out of the building. Your men pour in. More explosions follow, and not all of them are from grenades. By the time you get to the door, someone is shouting for a medic. The house had been an elegant one. Hey! Secure the church, taking an important prisoner at Cisterna. The house had been an elegant one, with wood paneling and marble floors. Now it is a ruin of shattered plaster and sundered stone. Down a long hallway, you hear Morris calling out to Patterson, his voice high with desperation. Private Roberts scurries over. We got him! We got that blackshirt! Colonel Quirino de Bono, that bastard from Palma! Take me to him. Great, take him back to regiment. Take me to him. Roberts guides you into the back where Crossley has pinned down a writhing figure. The bastard De Bono looks your way, his nose smashed and blooded. Captain, he stutters through a set of broken teeth. I wish to dress properly for my surrender. De Bono nudges his chin at a roll of cloth across the room. Roberts kicks it open to reveal an SS officer's dress uniform inside. You've come up in the world. I could have you shot as a spy right now. I'd be happy to shoot you right now. I could have you shot as a spy right now. All military prisoners detained in civilian disguise can be shot as spies, First Sergeant Grant says in a voice that resonates through the house. Lieutenant Wilson could have confirmed that if this animal hadn't killed him. I'm a valuable prisoner, Colonel De Bono says. I know many things, but I can speak only while I live, if a stomp of footfalls makes you turn. Morris, dusted white with broken plaster, storms toward the quote-unquote colonel with rifle in hand. You bastard! Johnny Patterson's dead because of you. Holy shit! Patterson is dead. Damn. Johnny Patterson's dead because of you. Morris roars as he takes aim. Crossley tosses the prisoner into the corner, neatly clearing the line of fire. Morris takes aim at De Bono, his hand trembling with rage, but at this range he can't miss. Let him shoot, trust plus 20. Stop him, trust minus 20. Additional options. Walk away, combat fatigue minus 10. Let's see what the additional options are. Stop him. Grab the rifle and push the barrel toward the ceiling. Morris looks to you in shock, rage, and betrayal. We'll use him to win. That's our revenge. Spare De Bono for now. Advance idealism. 20 combat fatigue, 2 realism. Use your bayonet. Morris will kill De Bono with a bayonet. Trust plus 40. Advance zeal. Combat fatigue plus 10. Realism plus 1. I must do it. I take responsibility. Kill De Bono personally. Trust plus 50. Combat fatigue minus 10. Use my carbine to make it official. Kill De Bono personally, trust plus 50, advanced professionalism, combat fatigue plus 10, realism plus 1. I will give the order to fire. Morris will kill De Bono. Trust plus 40, advanced discipline, combat fatigue plus 20, realism plus 2. We're not shooting surrendering men, even spies. even though they killed Patterson and Wilson. We are not Nazis. If Lieutenant Rao was in the room, he would understand how fucking incredibly important it is that we are not doing this. We do not... The way we win is by getting the enemy to surrender, and the way we get the enemy to surrender is by treating them reasonably when they do. The reason the Eastern Front is as ridiculous as it is, has such high casualties, the reason the Russians and all the people that they're in a Union of Soviet Republics with are fighting so freaking hard is because they know that there's no surrender to the Germans. They know that there is no surrender, that surrendering is a death sentence when you're dealing with the Germans. Germany has a plan to reduce the population of all of Cis-Uralic Russia by 30% in order to make Lebensraum for German settlers. So we're not like that. This is not even like a question, like, I mean, it is a question of personal ethics, but it's more than a question of personal ethics. This is how we win. We'll use him to win. That's our revenge. De Bono should be interrogated first. Later he can get a fair trial and a fair hanging. You won't let Morris lower himself to the level of the bastard he's about to kill. Idealism advances. Combat fatigue plus 20. Realism plus 2. You've been very trusting so far, sir, Morris says quietly. Trouble is, there's fewer and fewer of us who went ashore at Morocco. Day might come when there's no one left to remember how tricky the fascists are. Artillery thunders on in the distance. The enemy must be catching its breath, recovering from your latest lunge. Soon it'll be time to hit them again. A familiar voice shouts out, "Why is everyone talking so quiet? Someone dying here?" Hey! You look to find Patterson, covered in dust, sitting up against a wall with the help of a medic. A trickle of blood dribbles out one ear, and a hole in his shirt reveals a small leather-bound Bible he keeps in his breast pocket. Morris charges over to tackle his friend with a furious hug. Hey! He wasn't dead after all. We're good. We're good. Solved this crucible with... I see it as professionalism, but... There may be doctrine, but it's also idealism in a way. You big dummy, Morris says. I thought... What are you saying? Patterson asks, almost shouting. You've gone deaf, Morris shouts back. I think I've gone deaf, Patterson replies. Incredible. Things are heating up outside, Captain, Thompson says, his voice sliding out behind you. Permission to keep pushing? We're gonna have to keep hitting them. We're gonna have to keep hitting the Jerry's hard if we don't want them to regroup. You turn to find First Platoon's leader, bloodied but upright, in the doorway, his carbine cradled in his hands. You got that right? You all right there, Lieutenant? Yeah, the Germans and the Italians both. He needs to see a medic soon. Yeah, the Germans and the Italians both. Yeah? Thompson asks. He looks at the prisoner and then back at you. Combat fatigue minus 20. First prisoner of the day, nothing more. He acquires compassion. He's an illegal combatant. You know what that means? Acquires doctrine. He'll live to see justice, advances idealism. Let's hope he doesn't slow us down. He acquires zeal. I want statements from the men afterward. Thompson advances cunning. He's an illegal combatant. You know what that means? It means he gets a trial, sir, Thompson says, and if convicted of espionage, he gets a noose. There's still plenty of fighting nearby as machine guns hammer out their war song. Cisterna as a whole is in doubt. Grant will know the casualties. There's still a lot left of Cisterna to take, First Sergeant Grant notes quietly, but the men can do it. Hell, some of them want to after all these months. Take the rest of Cisterna, continue the scenario, prestige plus 2, loyalty minus 1. Dig in, Cisterna will be surrounded, scenario ends with a draw. No, take the rest of Cisterna. Cisterna is in ruins, but the Germans still hold half of it, which is entirely too much. You give the order. Grant sends the ready messengers out to coordinate the next push. Uh-oh! Oh no! We've been Flammenwerfed. Oh, that's real bad. Interesting. Alright, well, first things first. I'm going to take command of this machine gun. Captain Murphy is already taking command. Alright. We're going to shoot the shit out of this squad. Let's bolster. Beautiful. And then we can run in and assault.
Frag out.
You again, buddy.
Stay down.
Excellent. So that should put a bunch of suppression on the enemy units around here. And then shoot this flamming worker. Hey, excellent. Took him right out of action. Whoo! Beautiful. Oh, score. All right. That is rock solid. I guess we'll bring Dearborn up next. What a successful turn. This squad can't get anywhere close for now. But that's all right. That's all right. That's we're making very, very good progress. So next we're going to Dearborn. All right. I'm going to move this squad forward first. Up to here. No visual to enemy units yet. Okay. So I can move the squad forward one more if I wanted to. No, not yet. We're doing okay. I've got 3 squads that I could take command with Captain Murphy and move them forward just a little bit more. So I think I'm going to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, that's not great. But we know where the enemy is. Where can I shoot here from? I can shoot from there. So, I'll grab this squad. And bragga, 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 bragga. Power right in the kisser. Power right in the kisser. Power right in the kisser. Shit! Excellent. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's grab this MG squad. Actually, no. We'll grab this squad. And just get them coming up. That's as far as they can get to. Does this tank have the ability to get over here? Because I would love to be able to shoot at this enemy machine gun. Over there with that tank. I'll try it. I'll try it next turn. Next go round.
Stay online.
I can. Alright, beautiful. Do I press him? I think I press him. And then let's bolster. And then get bonked. They're out in the open, too. They're undaunted, but they got an officer. They took a casualty, though. What's the list strength of this unit? Can I see that? Doesn't appear I can. Alright, well that was a pretty successful turn 4, all things considered. I've still got Stern, so I could move forward with MGs. So I think I'm going to do that. Just a little bit forward, nothing crazy. And go here. I should have bolstered. Bolstering would have been the smart thing, but that's alright. Alright. And that is turn 4.
On your left! On your left!
We'll break him, sir. Yes, we will. All right. That is all for this episode. Next episode, we're almost assuredly going to complete the scenario, and then we'll move into we'll move on to the beginning of the next one, probably. Depends how things go. It might be a long role-playing thing, since this is the 5th scenario, and they seem to be in blocks of 5. But we'll see. In any case, that is all we've got time for this episode, my nerds. I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.